Okay, now our marquee story of the day. You want to lead us into this?
Yeah, this one's exciting for me. I'm a fan of H3. I've been watching them for a very long time. And I watched the whole saga between them and Ethan gradually dissolve. And Ethan from H3 unleashed a content nuke on Hasan Piker. And it was pretty massive. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how anyone watches this nuke and thinks of Hasan in still the same light.
Yeah, it's definitely quite a nuclear explosivo. So we're going to see basically, I think this is 2 versions away from the original because the original is an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was
long.
a long nuke.
Yeah, long nuke.
Oh, hi there. It's me, your old friend, Ethan Klein.
Oh, shalom, Ethan Klein.
Left or right, I always thought that, despite our differences, there was one thing we could all agree on. And what was that? That we love America.
I'm not even American and I feel inspired.
I started a show a couple of years ago with my acquaintance, Hasan Piker. You might remember him from such classics as
America deserved 9/11, dude. F it, I'm saying it. Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy sh**. That's not what I said. You dumb cracker bitch.
Now, to be clear, I knew about all these edgy and controversial jokes at the time we made the show together, because who am I to judge?
Here is Ethan Klein being a delightful human being.
I was just going to say, if there's another Holocaust, if they start rounding up the Jews again, I hope Ben gets killed.
Oh, God.
They got him.
We went on making the show for about 2 years, and everything was good. Everyone was having fun. The audience was having fun. No problem. I don't hate the idea of people who can be
Pause it real
successful.
quick.
Yeah.
Can we just acknowledge how drastic Ethan's weight loss is? If you look at him in that clip about Ben, he's an entirely different looking person.
Well, and if you look at the thumbnail of the episode, his face is a monstrosity amongst men.
No, that's such a popular picture too of Ethan.
Yeah, he's quite a beast, man. Yeah, and this whole saga is pretty wild. So, do you want to give us you want to give me a little bit of history on what H3 is?
So H3 is kind of a wild one. They started as originally they would do sketches sketches, and they got some traction with that, and then they started to get to where they would review crazy trends.
Yeah.
And they would go over pranks or people that seemed a little ridiculous.
Yeah, kind of what we do.
Yeah, and then that took off. They got to 5 million subs from that.
Okay.
And then they started the H3 podcast, which I like. It's pretty interesting. It can get a little wild sometimes, but they started that. It's been I don't know, maybe 7 years now or so. And then Ethan started a show with Hasan called Leftovers. It was a left-wing show. And I would give it a glance.
Yeah.
And their relationship has just dissolved, and it is now war.
And here is why.
I think it's good that people can achieve success, monetary success. I mean, that's what that means, right? I do.
Ozempic is depressed naturally,
I
though.
see so many people in the chat saying no.
I don't know what y'all are tripping about. What the f*** do you?
What is the idea that
you
people
guys,
are looking for?
You guys are all radical communists.
The whole beef started on October 7th when they had a big difference in opinion, and chat was going after Ethan.
Hasan's chat had been calling me a Zionist, baby-killing genocider. Maybe it is unreasonable that I'm asking him to moderate his chat for a friend. He doesn't even know where I'm coming
Ethan, not you, Brandon.
That's funny.
from because it's not something he would ever ask for.
Can we pause it
All these
real
other
quick?
content
That's right off the bat. I understand exactly what Ethan means there. They
Yeah.
were doing Leftovers when that whole Israel thing took place.
Yeah.
And because of the difference in their opinion, Hasan's whole chat would come after Ethan.
With anti-Semitic stuff.
Yeah, and it's if you would think at the least, you could be all right, guys, let's tone it down. But Hasan never really extended that olive branch.
Oh, well.
I would totally, dude. If it was one of my friends, and you have to understand, Hasan has a huge following.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people. He'll stream to 30,000.
Yeah, he was the numbers on Hasan were pretty big when I was looking up his numbers and shit and what was trending. All right, well let's get back to it. Let's find out what kind of a fuckbag he is.
creators actually, whipping their communities when their chat is going fucking absolutely bananas over random dumb shit.
I honestly felt at times that he and his audience barely thought of Israelis as humans.
But this dude just called babies militants.
No,
That's
I
the worst
understand.
look
There are
ever.
baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlements.
Isn't that just such a wild take by itself?
So ridiculous.
There are baby settlers. Well, I mean, technically, but that's not what we're talking about, dude.
Like the baby has any sentient thought.
Hey, I will be getting my vote soon.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Man, they're going for babas, not anything else. Come on, guys.
Even Hawking level analysis.
Was that I am in favor of a two-state solution while they are in favor of a one-state solution.
I missed this earlier, but Hasan's kind of a CCP warrior.
And most disturbingly, a complete whitewashing of the Chinese genocide against their Muslim minority group, the Uyghurs.
Uyghurs is their word. We use Uyghurs.
See, that's kind of a fire joke. That's kind of a fire joke. Oh, man.
Corey said baby settlers.
Yeah, baby settlers. You know, they're tiny. They're tiny. You know, they're just settling.
It's not a death camp. They were re-education camps, and they are no longer in operation.
My only crime is wanting a two-state solution instead of one, and thinking it's not okay to kill Israeli civilians. That's it. That's why they're calling me a Nazi Zionist. And because of Hasan and others spreading this malicious lie about my beliefs, I'm even getting harassed on the street.
So how come you don't like Palestine?
I like Palestine.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
And we pause
Why do you say that?
Of course.
Dude, just look at Ethan. He has the crazy eye right now.
Yeah, he has the cocainiest face I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, he looks like he's about to just fucking lose
just
it.
chewing that nicotine gum like nobody's business. Just, oh, man.
It does suck, though, that he's like getting ran up on.
Yeah.
Because and Hasan have a lot of similar views on like everything besides this issue for the most part.
Yeah, well, and we're finding out that Hasan has some very different
Or I
viewpoints.
should say they started that way. I think Hasan didn't give him all the information.
Yeah, I kind of did a flippy scripty.
Wasn't she in the IDF?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Mandatory service.
That's sad. That's terrorism, bro.
She was born there.
That's sad. Feel bad for you guys. Ethan Klein, bro, you're ugly as fuck, bro. You're ugly as shit. You look like a rapist, bro.
Look in the fucking...
You look like a fucking rapist.
It's this guy. It's this guy saying this shit.
Feel bad for you
fucking
guys.
fedora.
Ethan Klein, bro, you're ugly as fuck, bro. You're ugly as shit.
Dude, you can't be
You're
calling people out
ugly
while
as
wearing a
shit.
fedora unironically.
Oh, you
this
knew
guy
it,
looks
too.
like he'll rip me off at like a bazaar.
Foreign country named Israel.
I love the little face on the side.
Oh my God, bro! I love you, Hasan. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
I'm so sweaty.
I love you, bro.
So
I
sweaty.
have to interview you. You're my hero, bro. You're my hero, bro.
Ugh, pathetic. My hero's Logan Paul.
Everyone has a hero.
True.
It's a funny thing about me.
Have you seen that music video? No, you haven't. Oh man. Okay, we got to have that in next week.
Yeah, no, I'm curious.
Wants a hero.
You
Yeah,
knew it. I was surprised.
I knew that shit. Yeah,
shit.
I've been following crappy music for a while. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I don't like terrorism, and I don't like terrorists. If they're Jews, Christians, Muslims, they're all bad.
Dude, tread carefully. Controversial take.
And over
Okay, and then also when I was doing my research for this, I was looking up Ethan Klein, and the number one searched query was, does Ethan Klein have Tourette's?
Oh, yeah, Ethan does have Tourette's.
See, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
I thought it was a valid question.
Yeah, no, I think it is, but yeah, he certainly does.
Yeah, just a touch. It's not bad, though. He's not like, you know.
Yeah, I forget about it,
communicating
having
well.
watched the show so long, but I remember wondering that when I first started.
Yeah, just like the ticks.
time, I started to learn that my co-host, he really likes terrorists.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you... Look! You think I made this?
This isn't music. I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
Taking over these ships, they started targeting the ships.
People on this helicopter right
This
now?
is so
They're
wild.
Streaming this?
Yeah, they're flexing.
What?
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization.
Do we like them or no?
I don't have an issue with them, let's just say. But they are.
That's so wild. Okay, first of all, he was watching a stream of, looks like pirates taking over a ship.
Mm-hmm.
They're flexing, which is wild. And then he has no problem with Hezbollah personally. He doesn't have a personal issue. They've never attacked him.
What always wears me out the most with Hasan is he talks about them in such like an uplifting tone. Like if you ever hear Hasan talk about anything like that, he always it almost sounds like it's coming from like an adoration.
Yeah.
And then if anyone has any different approach, It's like he's a racist, a Zionist, and he gets all these wild taglines.
Yeah, that whole thing, that whole line of reasoning is pretty nuts.
They're a terrorist organization. Like
Then I saw clips like this where Hasan is explaining how he's hiding his power level to funnel in normies into radicalization.
It's over 911.
I think that in the short term, in order to combat against that, you have to advocate for a much lighter form of propaganda.
To me, it feels like he's going full throttle. If this is the lighter form of propaganda, what's next?
The exact point of the so-called radicalization funnel, where, for example, Hasan and JT catch them while they're young, as they say.
Had I been duped? Was Hasan presenting a Trojan horse to my community, where he was just a left-leaning Democrat like myself, and as he said in the previous video, was funneling them into radicalization and turning them against me?
Can you pause that?
Yeah.
That's one thing that I was trying to get across when you asked me about him and Ethan. Is he's even said on like many news shows he's a propagandist.
Yeah.
And when you listen to like Ethan talk about it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he told him like they had very similar views. Ethan agrees to start this show, and then he starts throwing all these different ideologies.
Yeah.
That Ethan doesn't necessarily agree with Adam.
I don't think that Hasan necessarily even believes the things he's saying. I think he's just being like a shock person.
Yeah, there's so many things with Hasan too. Like he's a big like socialist.
This seems very radicalized, crazy pants stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, fuck him.
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the planet, dude.
I learned how much he hates liberals.
Dude, I hate liberals, dude. I hate them. I hate them so viciously.
Did he secretly despise me this whole time?
I'm sorry, dude. I hate liberals so much.
Did this man sit next to me for 2 years and pretend to be my friend?
Dude, liberals are a burden on this planet.
I mean, shit.
Liberals are the most like scummy, vile idiots. Liberals are incredibly stupid.
I feel it's my obligation after mainstreaming someone like Hasan to take this on. And so it was war. Nuclear war.
Did you notice just then that the camera like shook? Like somebody's holding this camera with their hands.
For who?
For Ethan.
Oh, really?
This is a handheld shot. It just shook like this. That was so interesting.
I didn't expect the Steven Spielberg to come out either.
Hey, I'd love to discuss the cinematography.
Well, he said something that is silly. He said how to get on a watch list 101.
Yeah, real
I
simple.
completely agree, but there's a sub issue here that isn't addressed. I hate how much Twitch lets Hasan get away with everything.
Well, and they're going to go over that here in a
Okay,
second.
good. I needed to make sure that was in this because there's certain scenarios where someone will do something and get banned.
Yeah.
And Hasan will do it, and they do like a birthday video for him. And it's just a crazy scenario.
Well, the birthday videos are coming up. Here we go.
Ooh, goosebumps. And then he made this epic animation.
I seek it out now because I make content out of it. I think it's funny and fun.
This got my skin crawling, and you can't even make it up. As soon as it was over, guess what he segued it to?
Thank you to ExpressVPN for
I love
sponsoring
that.
this video.
I love
He is
that.
not beating the allegations.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
But you kids love anime, right? Can't get enough of it.
Dude, Rising Streamer of the Year, too far, bro.
Look what we've done already. This Houthi pirate.
This Houthi pirate? You mean Monkey D. Luffy? Put some respect on his name.
Who are you kidding? This guy's a fucking terrorist. He literally tweeting out he wants to kill Jews and put their heads on pikes. And somehow, not somehow, because of his genius, we have rebranded the Houthi fucking pirates, the Houthi terrorist organization. Yeah, the Islamic fundamental.
Didn't they do that in Captain Phillips?
I haven't seen. Is that the one where he says I'm the captain now?
Yeah, and I don't know if those are Houthi pirates.
I don't think so. I think they're black guys.
Yeah, are Houthis not black?
Houthis are like, aren't they like some Muslim?
They're light brown?
I think they're like Muslim.
They're okay.
No, a valid question. I see what you're asking
I'm just
for.
trying to see when we popularized pirates. I mean, if we're thinking about modern pirates, I would go with Captain Phillips. If we're thinking about just pirates in general, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, I like that.
Johnny
yeah,
Depp.
see, Corey's right.
Somali
They were
pirates.
Somali.
Yeah, they were very small.
Yeah, I thought that too. That's so funny.
Fucking stupid joke. I'll take it. Okay, here we go.
Death to America. Curse upon the Jews. That's right. That's the Jolly Roger of this man here. None other than Monkey D. Luffy.
Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
So where do you want them to go, Hasan? Back to Poland?
Here's another incident of Hasan enjoying some Houthi propaganda.
Isn't that just Dune 2?
Doesn't know where Yemen is? Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it. I think
This is just being a douchebag, though.
Nope.
This isn't true.
Nope.
Only took 10 tries, but he got it. Woohoo! The next part is too political, so you can watch it all yourself. It's essentially a mix of like Hezbollah, Hamas, and like propaganda videos, and they all go back and forth. And honestly, I don't know enough about this, but I do know that the Twitch CEO is a gooner.
Just for clarity,
this stuff
Dan
is great.
Clancy's the one filming and singing in this video.
Happy birthday to you.
What the f?
I've been looking around and I genuinely have never seen another video like this anywhere, where Dan Clancy or any top executive forced all these poor sons of bitches during their lunch break to gather around in the crew room and sing happy birthday for Hasan Piker. How humiliating.
Dan, I would have let this creep narrative go. If it didn't happen twice, roll it.
You want to see clips? Swipe this way and now you're seeing clips. The clips are, and that's not just on the algorithm.
This dirty dog.
Friggin' dirtball.
Guy does look like some kind of emaciated, like a dog or something.
He looks like the dude they used to run Virgin, Robert something.
He kind of reminds me of Blue from Old School.
Oh yeah, you're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. You're running Twitch, Blue.
Yeah,
He's up to.
But what an incompetent idiot you are. You're the CEO of Twitch and you get caught with the girlies on your homepage twice. This is actually my
I love that line. You get caught with the girlies on your homepage. Twitch CEO looks like the guy that cuts Tiger King's hair.
That's so accurate, Old School. Good call.
Absolutely. Good call, Old School. Looks like David Duke. Yeah, David Duke had an influence on this man's life.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not too familiar with Mr. Duke.
Oh, David Duke was like a very famous racist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, David, and also a preacher. I'm not sure. You tell us, Hellblair. You tell us. But I love what he just said just there. He's like, you got caught with the girlies on your homepage? You got caught with the girlies on your homepage?
Good question before you advance.
Yeah.
Did you put any footage of him when he was like doing a Q&A?
No, I don't think that's in there.
That's why I asked, so I'll explain. He did something I thought was so nefarious.
Who? Which one?
Clancy. He was doing like a standard Q&A.
Who's Clancy?
Dan, the CEO.
Oh, okay. Dan Clancy.
Yeah. But not to be confused with the Fallout guy.
Yeah, well, I was like Clancy, Tom Clancy.
Yeah, that's what I know what you mean.
Yeah, I love Tom Clancy.
But no, hear me out. So he was doing a Q&A.
The guy who invented mayonnaise. Good shit.
But no, he was doing a Q&A, and people would like be in the comments, and they would ask the most tame question.
Yeah.
It would be like, are you going to do anything about Hasan saying all these crazy things? And he was immediately banning people.
Huh.
Like, there's just no, like, resistance, whatsoever for him to die on this hill.
Huh.
And it's just very strange the way Twitch is kind of running here.
Well, they're doing it to it.
Yeah,
this is a pretty wild story. That
I agree.
It gets deeper and deeper.
My favorite detail about Frogan. She won a Rising Star Award at the Streamer Awards, an award show put on by her friends.
Can we pause real quick? I cannot explain how much I cannot stand that woman.
You love Frogan?
No, she's the worst creature I've ever seen.
Yeah, 1 out of 10?
Yeah, she's like ruthless. She's ignorant. She's fucking a shithead.
What's her style?
What do you mean?
Like, what is Frogan?
She's
somebody that's never heard of any of these.
She does kind of, if I'm not mistaken, she does similar to Hasan.
Yeah,
where it's just like a kind of a Twitch show kind of deal.
Huh.
But she like says real inflammatory shit, and she's just an asshole.
All right.
Very anti-Jew.
Oh, okay.
Very anti-Jew.
Not cool. Not cool. Yeah, just be chill with people, you fucking...
Kills me.
Frogan. You look like a frog.
The next year, guys, she gets nominated for Rising Star again. Are they f***ing with her?
Can you...
You can't be...
Yeah, Corey was right in the chat. She wished PTSD on like veterans.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like she's just a fucking shithead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I hope she gets sickle cell.
Well, I hope that she gets something with herself.
Rising star twice. It's up or it's down, man. In fact, you were never up. That was the problem.
How are you a rising star twice? A falling star award? Bro, that'd be so funny. I would clear.
Okay, it makes me really upset. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to cry, but it really does make me really upset.
Help them understand that his name should be associated with people like Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones, other fringe, radical, political commentators. Number 2, Twitch must be held accountable. Twitch has proven that it will not change by choice, and so it is our moral imperative to enact that change through any reasonable means that we can.
So what he's trying to say here is like, hey, because Twitch has let this one dude do all this heinous shit, and maybe Frog Alert too, that everybody on Twitch now should suffer.
Well, the main thing what Ethan's trying to go for is he doesn't like that Hasan gets all this runway, and then you get these people with similar like crazy views, and then you'll get somebody who's got a tame opinion, but if they say one thing, they get banned.
True.
And then you've got Frogan at like an award ceremony, like shitting on Jews and stuff, and then it's sponsored by all these different brands. She did it.
The event was sponsored by these brands?
She did like a tier list where it was like, what are you from like Muslim to like Sabra? And Sabra's like a slang for Jew.
Sabra
from the hummus.
Yeah, Sabra is a type of hummus.
Yeah, it comes from like that. It's like a slang term.
It's a low quality hummus.
But essentially, she was saying like if you were Sabra, you were like a shithead.
Huh.
And it's just very cringy. And you got like Samsung, Capcom.
I think below Sabra, you definitely have French onion.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Maybe what bean dip? Fritos bean dip?
Yeah, I hate bean dip. Tastes like shit.
That's well, you know, when I think that sir, somebody said that it's literally a lie. Well, I will say that bean dip is worse than Sabra, and
everyone always says everything's been debunked 100 times over.
Yeah,
and then you look and it's like very clear. There's footage of the act.
Yeah,
that's always my favorite.
What I say rebunk. It's been rebunked, and that's what we say.
I agree.
Okay, let's find out what other brands he wants to boycott.
Samsung, Chevron, and Capcom. We all recall YouTube's adpocalypse. It happened when ads were running over ISIS recruitment videos, and it caused a brand exodus. The same thing is happening now on Twitch, but instead of ISIS, it's the Houthis, Hamas, and Hezbollah. Dan Clancy's refusal to moderate extremists is the only reason for any of this. He is the sole person to blame. He had so many opportunities to stop this. Ultimately, after dedicating months of my life to creating this video, I am left with one overwhelming conclusion. Fuck this dude.
And then it dips to black. Like, I'm not even joking. This is how he ended the video. It's all this guy's fault. He just gooned too close to the sun.
I like the last shot there of Dan.
Yeah, last little bit, huh? Gooning too close to the sun. Hey, we sometimes we apologize and sometimes we don't. Old school and Al Gomez, man, I thought it was AI Gomez, and I was like, man.
If there is anything, just know we don't come from a place of hate.
Yeah.
It's just this whole situation is just wild, if that makes sense.
We're here just to talk about it.
But yeah, no shade.
No shade. And that does wrap up our marquee story of the day. And so, Al, maybe we can lighten your day just a touch with something we like to call break time.